Parents for 2 decades.
Best-selling parent guide, Happiest Baby on the Block, is celebrating its 20th anniversary. Certainly helped me. And we are here now with author and pediatrician Dr. Harvey Karp. Yes, you're a member of our family, Dr. Karp. Nice to see you.
Great to see you as well.
So you know, for people who don't know, the Happiest Baby on the Block is a guide, and you created something called the 5 S's back in the day. What are those, and do they still hold up?
Yeah, they do. I mean, babies, we've changed maybe in the last 20 years. I know my back tells me that every morning, but babies haven't really changed. And the key concept here is something called the 4th trimester, which in a weird sort of a way is babies are born 3 or 4 months before they're really ready for the world. God knows a mother is ready to deliver after 7 or 8 months. I mean, the last month is not very glorious, but babies are not ready. And it takes them 3 or 4 months before they're really smiling and cooing and interacting. And so this teaches parents how to imitate the womb. That's what the 5 S's are. Imitate the womb sensations to trigger a reflex that's almost an off switch for crying and an on switch for sleep.
What are some of the particular challenges that new parents today face compared to 2 decades ago when you first authored the book?
Well, you know, the hard thing is really getting support. Back 100 years ago, you lived with your family. Probably your next door neighbor's older daughter held the baby as much as you did. And today, parents are holding down 2 jobs. Maybe they're single parents or they don't have family around. And that's the biggest struggle I see 20 years down the road.
Well, I'm going to see if I remember the 5 S's, okay? Because that was what we would do between me and my husband, which we were definitely struggling with that too, without parents, other parents nearby. But it was, okay, swaddle, side, shush, which I thought was so interesting in your book. You say all over the world, whatever language we speak, mothers instinctively say shh. So, wait, what do I have? Swaddle, shush, side, swing. And suck, yes. So give the yes.
Ding, 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 ding,
ding, ding, ding.
You are the winner. Those are exactly right.
So when our babies are crying, we're like, let's get the 5 S's.
And you know, people intuitively understand this, that when a baby is crying, when a baby is asleep in your arms, you're going to rock slowly and shush quietly. When they're upset, you're going to get more bouncy and shush louder. But what people didn't know before is, and that's really what the book is about, is it triggers a reflex. Even adults fall asleep in trains and planes and cars. It's deeply a part of our neurobiology. But for babies, it can be almost immediate. And that's why for colicky babies or fussy babies, or you know how people use swaddling blankets now? Side stomach is great, not for sleep. You want to keep them on the back for sleeping. But shushing or white noise all night long has become something that's really become popular over the last 20 years.
Now, when your practice showed up as a clue on Jeopardy, did you see it? Did they give you a warning? Did you know what was happening?
No, my father called me. My father called me and said, you know what just happened? And then it was one on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That was really when I thought, okay, finally, this information is penetrating. Because ultimately, you're not going to read a book about this. Your best friend is going to teach it to you or that kind of thing. And it'll really go back into where it should be, you know, parent to parent teaching. But to be honest, I think the book is a good book, but there's a video that I think is really the main way people learn it. The Happiest Baby video is a 30-minute video because it's very visual technique. It helps to see it.
And tell us about, I know you can still get the book today, and there's even a Dr. Karp swaddle that I think you sent us. So tell us about, has anything changed for you in the 20 years now?
Well, you know, we've trained thousands of educators to teach parents these baby calming techniques over the last 20 years. But what really has changed is over the last 6 years, we started a new device. It's a responsive baby bed called Snoo. And it rocks and shushes babies all night, imitating the womb. And then when they fuss, it rocks and shushes more, imitating what an experienced caregiver would do. Wow. And so our goal is and what we've been able to demonstrate is we add an hour or 2 to the baby's sleep, and we keep babies secured on the back to prevent unsafe rolling. So this is now the most awarded baby product in history. It's even in the Smithsonian Institution, if you can believe that. This little baby bed as an iconic advance.
Wait, last question. We only have 30 seconds. Were you a good sleeper? Did you have kids who couldn't sleep?
Oh, no, it was really because I had so many patients who couldn't sleep. I've always been a good, you know, when you're so tired being on call as a pediatrician, when your head hits the pillow, you go into your reverie. But so many parents struggle with this. It's the number one stressor. And that's really what we're trying to do. Within a few years, right now, thousands of people get a free snoo from your employer, JP Morgan, Under Armour, Snapchat. Anyone listening to this, have your employers contact us, and within a few years, everyone will get this for free, kind of the way they get a breast pump through their insurance program.
That's terrific.
That's amazing. All right, the Happiest Baby on the block, and you can go to happiestbaby.com or at happiest_baby. And we're going to be talking with Dr. Harvey Karp a little bit more in depth coming up on the Kara's Cures podcast, which will stream live on WFSB Plus. Thank you so much, Doctor. I'll talk to you a little bit more coming up.
I look forward to it.